Hey everyone, we finally feel spring here. We had snow last week, so this lovely weather is delightful, and I wanted to share with you my new project, which is Slavic themed coloring pages. The first bundle is, of course, spring equinox themed Jare Gody. And this is my friend, Juniper. Juniper, say hi. Say hi, Juniper. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous bush. And I love him. Well, in Polish, things have gender, and Juniper is a he. So, yeah, it's a lovely day today. By the way, this is an amazing pine tree with an interesting shape, but this is not all. Not only it has breasts here, but it also has a cow's head. Can you see it? There's the eye and the ears or horns and the nose and the mouth. So these are the first flowers in my garden this year. And I wanted to tell you that I just had a great encounter because I was by the juniper bush and I just met a man who planted it. So it was really cool. I met a neighbor who's a really nice person. Hi there. Okay, so these are my coloring pages, and I prepared some variations so you can see what you can do with them. There will be 3 pages in total, like a title page with various symbols that will be explained on the next page, and the drowning of Marzanna also explained here in this box. And as you can see, you can either print it on your regular paper or on a colored paper. I used this warm brown color because it looks cool. But you can also make them smaller, just any size you want. It will be like PNG files, so you can scale them for your needs. And I wanted to show you also how my son already started coloring. I wanted to try it out and print it out, then it turned out that the font that I downloaded didn't go well with the PDF because I wanted this pretty font, and it changed it into this really simple font. So I had this spare and my son instantly wanted to color it. He's not done yet, but I really wanted to show you what you can do with this. And also, of course, you can put it into this kind of folder. Here I have the smaller versions. I think they look cute here. And yeah, this car also, my son made me put it here in my in my kind of Book of Shadows folder. But anyway, I had 3 of these, but I was experimenting. I thought it might look cool if I, burn around the paper, and then I burnt my Marzanna. Look here. It's the ashes of her. So the funny thing is that you either drown or burn the Marzanna effigy. Where is she? So, so I already burnt my Marzanna. What we do here at home, we usually burn her because we don't have a river or lake nearby. But yeah, this is funny. So good start for my spring equinox celebrations. And I wanted to talk about these pages a bit, like the contents. So this is the title page with the name of Slavic festival of spring equinox called Jare Gody. So Gody means holidays, celebrations, festivals. We have Jare Gody on winter solstice, for example. And here it's Jare Gody, which means spring, full of energy, full of life. So that's why I made this word fiery, and this is, you know, with new leaves and branches that appear in spring. Here we have willow branches that also herald spring. They are a kind of like a nature's miracle for people because there are no leaves, only these fluffy kittens here. We call them kittens, actually. And then there is this bucket with water pouring and the chicks. Because, in Poland we are much more into chicks than into rabbits, bunnies. So Easter bunnies are not that popular here. We are more into chicks and lambs. And of course, pisanki. So the dyed and decorated eggs that are very important. I also have a video on spring equinox. I will link it somewhere, either in the video description or at the end of the video on those cards that appear, you know. So this is the first page. And here we have the customs and symbols explained. When spring comes, Mother Earth wakes up and opens with the first thunder, which is called metaphorically as the golden key. And the golden key appears in many songs related to this time of year. Like, for example, that St. George has a key to the earth, a golden key. And we can see here like a continuation of Perun, the thunder god, opening the earth with the first spring thunder. Then we have Śmigus, which is performed these days on Easter Monday. And this is a custom of pouring water on each other on that day. And it can really go big, like especially with the kids. Your apartment is flooded, basically. Originally, it was only men pouring water on women because it was to, purify them for the new year, make them fertile, and so on. I also talk about it more in that video that I mentioned. Then there is dingus, and this is hitting each other with willow branches. And this also has this invigorating, purifying. For the Slavs, spring was the beginning of the new year. So this is a new beginning, the world is made anew, and by all these customs, people are preparing themselves for the new cycle. Then pisanki, as I said, the decorated eggs, and it was believed that it is necessary to make the pisanki for the world to continue existing. Because if people stopped making these, the world would end. And that wouldn't be good. So the eggs have the power of renewal, of renewing the world and protecting it from falling into chaos. Then the chick, it's the symbol of the new life related to the egg, and we have them everywhere, like everywhere on Easter. It's like in the west of Europe, I saw that it's mostly bunnies, but here in Poland it's little chicks. Then a less known these days custom is chasing the serpent back into fire. So we have the fire here and the serpent by burning blackthorn. So it's Prunus spinosa with, with thorns, these branches. And the dark watery part of the year belonging to the serpent is ending, and the bright fiery part begins. I talked about this in the video on rain magic, on Slavic rain magic as well. But still the remnants of this custom we also see in Poland, in the custom of burning thorn branches on the Easter Saturday. But also there are we know about various beliefs and customs from other parts of Slavic lands, particularly southern Slavic. And lastly, we have the Marzanna effigy. It is still done in Poland by kids in the kindergarten, in schools. You don't have classes on the first day of spring. Instead, you make this and you go to the nearest river or lake and drown the Marzanna. I did that as a kid as well. In the older times, it was much more a much more solemn custom. It was not a kid's play, of course. It was for a ritual to send winter away, because, as I said, the watery and cold part of the year is over, and Marzanna or Morana is going back to the waters. And here we have the snowflakes, and so the symbol of winter, of course, and I put violets here as the symbol of spring. And in some places it's mostly forgotten custom, but after the Marzanna effigy was drowned, you were not supposed to look back at her, because it would be like very bad luck. If you fell down going back home, it might herald your demise in the coming year, so you had to walk really carefully. So in the mostly forgotten now custom was that after the drowning of Marzanna, not necessarily on the same day, but it could be done so as well, the youths would come out from the forest with another kind of an effigy, a little evergreen tree like fir or pine, decorated with ribbons and called Novelatko, which means new summer or the warm part of the year. Or indeed, it was to symbolize goddess Dziewanna. And some scholars see Marzanna and Dziewanna, Dziewanna being the young goddess of the woods and the hunt, and Marzanna being the goddess of crops, but also of winter and death. So, and they were compared to Roman Diana. Dziewanna was Diana, even her name is close to it, close to her name. And Marzanna was compared to Ceres, so the meter. So we see that there are different kind of specialization, different areas of expertise for them, but at the same time, they might have been seen as two faces of the same goddess, like Greek Kore and Persephone. Anyway, these are my pages. I had a lot of fun creating them. I used a fountain pen to draw them, so this was fun. And I hope you will enjoy them. They are already available in my shop. And yeah, let me know what you're doing to prepare for the spring equinox. I need to tell you that I'm planning a really cool material, and I hope it all works out. I want to go to an ancient sacred place really not far away from where I live and make a material about that place. And I can say it's about a sacred stone. But the rest you will see in my next video about that place. Oh, and also till the end of winter, so till March 20th, there is a sale, opening sale for readings with me in my Etsy shop. So be sure to check this out if this is something you're interested in. And have a lovely day. Bye.